We need to talk about what's happening right now at the Social Security Administration. And I am not exaggerating when I say this could directly impact your ability to access the benefits you've paid into your entire working life. Over the past several months, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, has been systematically dismantling the Social Security Administration from the inside. And despite President Trump's repeated promises that we're not touching Social Security, these cuts are absolutely affecting your benefits. Let me be crystal clear. This isn't about partisan politics. This is about facts. And these facts should concern every single American who pays into Social Security or depends on it. The cuts. By the numbers. Here's what's already happened. Massive workforce reductions. The Social Security Administration is cutting at least 7,000 workers. That's 12% of their entire workforce. These aren't just bureaucrats pushing paper. These are the people who process your benefit applications, answer the phones when you call, and staff the local offices where you get help. Office closures. DOGE has targeted 47 Social Security field offices for closure across the United States, many concentrated in the South and Southeast. They're also shutting down 6 of the 10 regional offices, leaving just 4 to serve the entire country. Let me put this in perspective. Social Security already had staffing at a 50-year low before these cuts. The agency serves over 70 million Americans, more than ever before thanks to aging baby boomers. They were already stretched to the breaking point. Now they're losing 12% of their workforce. What this means for you longer wait times. Already, half of callers hang up before ever speaking to anyone. With 7,000 fewer workers, those wait times will skyrocket. Need to file for retirement benefits? Need to fix a problem with your disability claim? Good luck getting through. Harder to access in-person help. With 47 field offices closing, some Americans will have to travel over 100 miles just to reach the nearest office. In New York, people in White Plains will need to travel up to 135 miles for in-person help. If you're elderly, disabled, or don't have reliable transportation, you're out of luck. Massive delays in benefit processing. Right now, it takes an average of 236 days, nearly 8 months, for an initial disability decision. Another 7 months if you appeal. Over 1 million people are waiting on appeals, and tens of thousands die while waiting. With these staff cuts, those wait times will only get worse. Here's what former Social Security Commissioner Martin O'Malley said about these cuts. Ultimately, you're going to see the system collapse and an interruption of benefits. That's not hyperbole. That's a warning from someone who ran the agency. The technology crisis. Here's something most people don't know. Social Security runs on COBOL, a programming language from the 1960s. Their computer systems are ancient, fragile, outdated. They needed more tech support, not less. But DOGE is planning to slash the IT team by 50%. The website has already been crashing repeatedly. System outages are becoming more common, and with half the tech staff gone, these problems will only multiply. The data access controversy. Now, here's where things get really concerning. DOGE operatives, including a 22-year-old former Meta intern, have gained sweeping access to Social Security's databases containing personal information on every American with a Social Security number. Federal judges have raised serious concerns. One judge found that DOGE was given access to personal, confidential, sensitive, and private information, including financial data, employment information, medical data, and personal addresses of millions of Americans, without proper justification. The Social Security Administration has also been sharing data with the Department of Homeland Security and ICE. In February, they agreed to share the addresses of 98,000 people with immigration enforcement. The Treasury Department and IRS have also reached agreements to share taxpayer data with DHS. Privacy advocates warn this creates unprecedented surveillance capabilities and raises concerns that this data could be misused for political purposes. The immigration enforcement connection. Here's another troubling development. Reports indicate that the administration has been adding immigrants to Social Security's database of deceased people in an effort to force them to self-deport. When someone is marked as deceased in the system, their Social Security number cannot be used to work, to open a bank account, or to access government services. And this isn't just affecting undocumented immigrants. Legal immigrants, people here on work visas, green card holders, even naturalized citizens from years ago, are getting caught in this dragnet, especially those who never updated their citizenship status with Social Security. If you are a naturalized citizen and you haven't updated your Social Security record to reflect your citizenship, you need to do that right now. Download Form SS-5 from ssa.gov and take your certificate of naturalization to your local Social Security office to update your record. Protecting yourself. Here's what you need to do immediately. Check your earnings. Record. Go to ssa.gov and create or log into your My Social Securities account. Check your earnings record every year. If you see income you didn't earn, someone may be using your Social Security number. Contact the SSA immediately and disavow those earnings. Update your citizenship status. If you became a naturalized citizen or renewed your green card but never updated Social Security, do it now. Use Form SS-5. This protects you from being incorrectly flagged in the system. Monitor your credit. Order your free credit reports from all 3 bureaus at annualcreditreport.com. Look for accounts you didn't open or loans you didn't take out. Set up account protections. Inside your My Social Security account, you can add an e-services block to prevent anyone, including you, from making online changes. You can also add a direct deposit fraud prevention block. Document everything. If you're filing for benefits or dealing with the SSA, keep copies of everything. With staff shortages and system problems, having documentation is going to be crucial. The bigger picture. Here's what should alarm everyone. Social Security's administrative costs are less than 1% of total Social Security spending. Almost all the money goes directly to benefits, which are set by law. So these cuts won't save meaningful money. What they will do is make it harder for people to access the benefits they earned. It's a backdoor benefit cut that violates Trump's promise not to touch Social Security. And let's talk about Elon Musk for a moment. On Joe Rogan's podcast, he called Social Security the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. The man leading the charge to gut the agency openly believes the entire program is illegitimate. That should tell you everything about his intentions. Meanwhile, billionaires like Musk contribute the same amount to Social Security as doctors and lawyers because there's a cap on taxable earnings. If we eliminated that cap and made billionaires pay their fair share, we could fully fund Social Security for generations. But instead, we're cutting the staff that serves 70 million Americans. What you can do. First, protect yourself using the steps I just outlined. Second, make your voice heard. Contact your representatives. Call your senators and representatives. Tell them you oppose these cuts to Social Security. The Capitol switchboard is 202-224-3121. Contact. The White House. Go to whitehouse.gov/contact and submit your concerns. Spread the word. Share this information with friends and family, especially older relatives who may not be online and don't know what's happening. Social Security has never missed a payment in its 90-year history, but with these cuts, that record is genuinely at risk. Look, I know this is heavy stuff, but you need to be informed because it directly affects you and your family. The people pushing these cuts will tell you it's about efficiency and eliminating waste. But when you're already operating at 50-year low staffing levels while serving more beneficiaries than ever, you're not cutting fat, you're cutting muscle and bone. This is about making government look broken so they can justify further cuts or even privatization. Don't fall for it. Social Security works. It has kept millions of seniors out of poverty for 90 years. What doesn't work is starving it of resources and then claiming it's inefficient. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel because I'll be tracking these developments closely. If you found this helpful, Please share it with anyone who needs to know what's happening. And remember, you paid into Social Security your entire working life. These are your benefits. Don't let anyone take them away without a fight. Stay informed, stay protected, and take care of each other.